This is my non-influencer, non-paid review of the UHD Pro 4K 30 frames per second action sports / dash cam. It's got a wide angle lens, built-in stereo microphone, and so far right out of the box, my favorite feature is the internal significantly hefty magnet that sticks to anything steel, aside from some stainless, obviously. It also comes with a cool lanyard that in the video they say put it under your clothing and stick the camera. So far this is pretty cool. I'm gonna slap it on through a thick leather vest and go for a ride and see how it goes. All right, so you can see this is that little camera. I've got the thing I showed you earlier on. That's what I think is really cool. This is a pretty thick leather vest that sticks, so this is how I'm gonna roll with it. If it falls off, I'm out. You know, like I got it on sale, 65 bucks, but let's give it a shot, see what it looks like. Using the application is really easy. You can see how quickly you download the files from your device. This is what the application on your phone, be it Android or iPhone, looks like. It's got picture-in-picture real-time view of the camera, as you can see. So I'm here with my thoughts on the UHD Pro 4K audio and video adventure camera, dash camera, multi-use, small content creation camera. I'm not an influencer content creator. I do some instructional videos for motorcycle-related repair and customization. And also I wanted something to protect myself for uninsured, underinsured, hit and run, etc. God forbid, but I do live in a packed city with lots of traffic, bad roads, and tons of tourism and rubbernecking people that are always looking to potentially run you over. So having something like this is not only useful for the content that I do create for instructional things like that, but it's imperative to protect yourself potentially. So I wanted something inexpensive that was quality, and also if it falls off and breaks, you run it over, it gets taken. I didn't want a $400 or $500 device to worry about getting rained on, etc. This particular package did come with waterproof case with some accessories, etc. I'm not going to go through that. I'm going to make this short and sweet. My favorite part about this is the internal strong magnet to attach this to anything that would be magnetized. So comes with this lanyard to use. This is what I used for the footage that you're going to see here. I used the thick leather vest just to see how well it adhered. This went underneath, and this stuck over the top of it on the outside of the vest. And man, it held fantastically. You can see just how strong this magnet is. It's pretty significant. And I absolutely love that. I love that it can stick to overhead above my motorcycle lift if I'm doing an instructional video, and then you can easily grab it, stick to a toolbox, anything else. I won't talk about the multitude of things magnets stick to, but if it's not aluminum, you're pretty much set, or obviously fiberglass and some stainless. Regardless, 4K 30 frames per second is the footage you're going to see. I felt like the footage was more than adequate. I appreciate the width, the point of view of the lens without being too fish-eyed, and it captures plenty. It captures the cars right next to you. I don't remember the exact degrees it was, 240 degrees or something like that. It's pretty significant. It's not a GoPro 360, but it absolutely gets the job done. I mean, you be the judge yourself. I like that it can stick to handlebars, stick to your motorcycle tank, stick to the lanyard. You can toss it in your pocket. You know, again, the ease of use is excellent. It does take a universal micro SD card, so it can record internally without being connected to your device, or it creates a small Wi-Fi network that your device connects to, and then you can utilize iPhone or Android app to preview in real time, to record, and to do some basic editing. I did do some screen recording of the application. It's easy to use, it's simple, you be the judge. The editing tools suck, they're really slow, but most people are gonna use a third-party editor, they're gonna use Instagram, they're gonna use your socials, etc. No big deal to me. Downloading from the device when it records the SD card was really easy. Like I said, video looks good. to my most significant complaint, the onboard audio sucks at high SPL. Riding a motorcycle is already a loud motorcycle. I expect to be loud, but the wind just made everything else inaudible. You'll see and hear that, judge for yourself. I don't love that there's not an 1/8 inch TRS option for an external microphone. For ease of use, I wouldn't want one, but for influencers, content creators, you're gonna have to use your Rode Pro, clip or lapel mic, lav mic, whatever, or third-party mic. For voice, for something like this, the microphone's at the top. This would be great. This whole setup. My wife's a hairstylist. She owns a hair salon, so for her doing time-lapse videos for color corrections or color melts, doing extension installation, this is excellent. Slap it, talking into the mic, it sounds great. It works great. Again, for high volume levels, so if you're recording concerts, things like that, I was not impressed with the audio, nor the controls. You should have basic gain controls to set headroom and reduce the gain so you're not super clipping out. There really are not a lot of controls. The audio that you're going to hear and see in the video is completely unedited. I didn't do anything. I didn't do basic compression, auto adjust. This is just how it came. I didn't love it at high levels. I am going to do another video with, I'm going to make some sort of a little dead cat or pop filter, foam filter, but also the placement of the mic, even though great for narration and instructional type videos like this, is not great for any sort of filter, because if you got to slide over dead cat, it's going to also cover the lens. But hey, if that's my worst, that's the worst complaint I have. For $70 or whatever this one was when it was on sale, I think it's an excellent small camera. Like I said, it did come with some waterproof accessories or whatever else, so I haven't tried it for extreme sports, but riding on shitty Texas roads on a rigid Harley Davidson without even a spring seat, with this magnetized through a thick leather vest, man, this thing did great. I'm going to put it through the ringer. I'm going to beat it up. I'm going to see what it does, but those are my thoughts on it. And I was not sent this. I'm not an influencer, endorser, product reviewer. I had so many buddies ask me what I was using for a camera since they stopped seeing the GoPro for motion protection. I'm just putting this video out. Good luck.